What happens when a CEO is told to leave his own building? One video turned the office into dead silence. Marcus Reed pulled his sleek black Lexus LS 500 up to the curb outside a 40-story glass tower that sparkled under the Atlanta sun like it had something to prove. He stepped out slow, sharp, like a man who'd worked too hard to rush for anyone. The gray Ermenegildo Zegna suit hugged his broad shoulders with the kind of respect money couldn't fake. His cufflinks, sterling silver engraved with MR, a Father's Day gift from his daughter, still wore them like armor. In one hand, a brown paper bag with 2 sausage biscuits and a bottle of fresh OJ from the corner spot on Auburn Avenue, a place that still remembered his name. In the other, a black leather briefcase containing enough equity to buy out half the companies in the zip code. Just as he was about to enter the building, he spotted Donald, the old security guard out front, fumbling for his keys like they were trying to escape him. "Everything good, Mr. D?" Marcus asked, kneeling without hesitation. Donald chuckled, shaking his head as Marcus handed him the keys. "Son, I knew you before you had your first stock. Can't believe you're back here." Marcus smiled, but quiet. "This time, I'm staying." He walked into the lobby like he owned it, because, well, he did. Inside, the air conditioning hit like winter, and the front desk smelled like somebody had tried too hard to impress a first date with department store perfume. Standing behind the desk was a white receptionist, maybe early 30s, hair curled like a magazine ad, eyes sharp enough to cut bread. And the second she saw Marcus, she straightened her spine like someone had walked in dragging mud. "Excuse me, sir," she said, voice dipped in artificial sugar. "Deliveries go around back. This area is for employees only." Marcus blinked once, calm. "I'm not delivery, I'm—" "Oh, I see," she cut him off, tilting her head like he was a mystery stain on her carpet. "Looking for someone in facilities or security? You need to check in through—" "My name is Marcus Reed," he said. She frowned. "And who exactly are you here to see?" He stared at her. She stared back like she was doing him a favor by breathing the same air. Right in front of her, stacked in a neat little tray, were business cards, including one with Marcus Reed, CEO, in bold black print, embossed. She never looked, never even glanced down. Instead, she reached for the building radio like it was a reflex. "We've got an unidentified individual in the lobby. No badge. Says his name is—" "That won't be necessary," Marcus said, placing his breakfast bag on the counter. "I'll wait here until someone from your team shows they actually belong in this building." Her eyes narrowed. "Oh, trust me. I'm professional. You, sir, need to leave now." And right then, the elevator doors slid open. Out stepped a young man in a navy tie, holding a company-issued tablet like it was on fire. He looked up, saw Marcus, and stopped cold, like his knees forgot how to function. "Mr. Reed?" he gasped. "Sir, we weren't expecting you until 10. I am so sorry. The poor guy sprinted over, eyes wide with panic, then leaned in and whispered, loud enough for the whole lobby to hear. "She doesn't know. That's the new CEO, the new owner." The receptionist turned the color of a new bedsheet. Her lips parted, but no sound came out. Hands trembling, she clutched her tablet like it might reverse time if she squeezed hard enough. But Marcus? He didn't flinch, didn't say one word, just picked up his bag, slow, and walked past her like she was part of the furniture. One of those chairs in the corner nobody ever sits in, but they keep around for looks. And just like that, the man she thought was lost walked straight into his building, with the quiet power of someone who didn't need to announce who he was. 34 floors above street level, in a boardroom where the coffee always tasted more expensive than it needed to be, a group of executives sat stiff as mannequins. This was supposed to be a normal Wednesday morning, but the emergency meeting invite, no agenda, no subject line, just mandatory. That kind of message doesn't hit your inbox without making your palms sweat. The long glass table was lined with all the usual suspects, PR leads, HR heads, C-suite hopefuls, and 2 board members who looked like they'd rather be anywhere else, except maybe a courtroom. And then came Marcus Reed. He walked in slow, calm, no entourage, no big entrance, just him, that gray suit, and a brown paper bag that he set gently at the head of the table. It wasn't a power move. He was just still hungry. The man hadn't touched his breakfast. And frankly, he wasn't about to let anyone in that room take that from him too. "Good morning," Marcus said, looking each person dead in the eye. "I hope today teaches us all something." Nobody breathed. Some whispered, "Is that him?" Others just stared at the table, like maybe if they focused hard enough, they'd disappear into it. And by the door, standing in the exact spot where Marcus had stood not even an hour earlier, was the receptionist. Makeup slightly faded, shoulders drawn up, eyes wide. You could see the denial building behind her face like a thundercloud. Marcus didn't flinch. He stepped to the side of the room, clicked a small remote, and the projector on the far wall came to life. At first, it was silent footage, black and white, grainy, but clear. The lobby, the moment, that moment. There she was on the screen, folding her arms, rolling her eyes, pointing Marcus to the back like he was somebody's Uber Eats driver. No sound. But the body language? Oh, that spoke volumes. Then came her voice, soft and cracking. This isn't what it looks like." Marcus tilted his head slightly, clicked to the next slide. "This," he said, gesturing toward the projection now showing HR data in bold letters, "is what I know it is." The screen lit up with rejection stats. 5 promotions blocked, all black applicants, all rejected within 48 hours of application. Next to it, internal emails with flagged phrases. Too urban. Not polished enough for client exposure. Wouldn't be a cultural fit. And just like that, the temperature dropped 10 degrees. The AC didn't cut off. The truth just hit harder. "I spent a week here under the radar," Marcus continued. "No announcement, no meetings, just me. Talking to security, janitors, assistants, watching, listening." He leaned forward, voice low, but piercing. "You know what I heard? That if you're not from the right circle, you get passed over. That some folks get coached through interviews, while others get laughed out of the room. That sometimes just having skin like mine means you're either the delivery guy or a mistake." He paused, let it breathe, then stood, walked to the massive window behind the conference table looking out over downtown Atlanta, his city. "I was that guest for 10 minutes. Some people in this building have been one for 10 years. Nobody moved. The receptionist? She looked like she was shrinking into herself, every ounce of that lobby confidence drained out like someone pulled the plug. Her lips moved, a whisper, maybe a plea. But Marcus just looked at her, not angry, not smug, just steady. And in that silence, everyone in the room understood. What he said next wasn't just going to make headlines, it was going to make history. Marcus stepped into the top floor office, his office now. But all he saw on the wall was a portrait of the man who once told his father he didn't fit the dress code. He took it down, no drama, no speech, just facts. In its place, he hung a photo of the people who really kept this place running. Janitors, guards, receptionists, the overnight crew. The ones nobody ever asked for ideas. The ones he'd shared coffee with just yesterday. Then came the knock. She walked in, the receptionist. No makeup, no attitude, just silence. "I didn't know who you were," she said. "And if you did," Marcus asked, "would you have acted any different?" She dropped her eyes. "I'm sorry." "So am I," he said, "because you're not the first, but I want you to be the last." He handed her an envelope. Not a firing, a chance. You can stay, start from scratch, entry level, HR, no special treatment, or you can leave through the same door you tried to push me out of. She didn't answer, just nodded. Marcus sat down, placed a photo of his daughter on the desk, logged into a call, the screen filled with faces, young, sharp, overlooked for far too long. And for the first time, they weren't just lucky to be in the room. They were the room.